السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome guys to another session. Today we're going to continue with where we left off. Before we get started today though, are there any questions regarding anything that we've learned thus far? Any questions regarding anything that we've learned thus far, guys?
Uh, I couldn't attend the last session, so no questions there.
No problem, alhamdulillah. The good thing is, luckily for you, that there was no last session, alhamdulillah. So that's good. Last week we had no class, alhamdulillah. So today, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, what we're going to take a look at, if you guys remember, we took two lessons the last time we met. So 2 weeks ago, we took two side lessons, two side points that are not covered in the book. But I told you guys that this is going to be very beneficial, very helpful in understanding the upcoming lessons. Okay, we spoke about two things. We spoke about the case endings of words, right? Meaning the vowel that the nouns end with. This was specific to the nouns, right? Can you guys remind me what that was? What we said the case endings of the nouns were? The three case endings, meaning the three end vowels. And we wrote it for you guys in Arabic and English.
Is it Fatatain, Domatain, Kasratain?
Okay, so that's the tanween. Okay, so if you remember, we talked about marfu', majroor, mansoob, right? The case ending of a word, whether it's going to be kitabun or al-kitabu, right? Or it's going to be kitaban or al-kitaba, or kitabin or al-kitabi, right? You guys remember that? Vaguely?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I'm
Yes,
trying to
if
look
you
at the notes right now, but
yeah,
I don't know.
if you look back at your notes and you'll notice, or you look at the video lesson. Let's see. Okay, so no, I did not save it. I was trying to see if the previously shared whiteboards were saved.
Yeah, I remember we did like singular form, plural form, and dual form, but I don't know. I
Right,
don't
yes.
remember the
That was the
words.
next thing we took also. We took the mufrad, the muthanna, the jam', right? The singular, the dual form, and the plural form. But we spoke about the case endings of words, okay? So let's take a look at, let's pause the recording for right now. Okay, so as I mentioned in the last session we took two side lessons. We took about the mufrad, muthanna, and the jam', right? The singularity, the dual, and the plurality of words, right? In the Arabic language. In addition to that, we mentioned something called al-i'rab, right? Which is the denotation of the case ending. We mentioned there's three. So I want you guys to refer back to the video, lesson 3, the video lesson, starting from around 35 minutes, starting from around the 35-minute mark. Okay, that's going to be very important to understanding all the upcoming lessons, as the meanings of words or the meaning of sentences are based off of the i'rab, okay? The meanings are branches based off of the i'rab. Okay, now in addition to that, another third side lesson that we want to take today. So the good thing is, alhamdulillah, everything is recorded, so you guys can refer back to the YouTube videos, just like we noticed with those two lessons. I want you guys to also learn about masculinity and femininity of the words. In the Arabic language, a word is either going to fall into one of these categories. A word is either going to be مذكر or or مؤنث. مذكر meaning the word is masculine. مؤنث means that the word is feminine, right? This is known as التذكير and التأنيث. التذكير والتأنيث. What is the difference between this? مذكر, مؤنث, التذكير, التأنيث. Okay. مذكر مؤنث is the word itself, right? It just means masculine, feminine. مذكر masculine, مؤنث feminine. التذكير is masculinity. التأنيث is femininity. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. So now let's take a look here now. So now that we know that, right? And this is going to be in the recording. So I want you guys every week to make sure that you refer back to the video lesson, inshallah. If we take some examples of this, the word رجل, right? Which means, what does this mean, guys? The word رجل.
A man?
A man, right? That's a masculine word, right? A man. Now, if we take this word imra'atun, which means a woman, right? So that's a feminine word. Another word would be the word kitab. Kitab, which is a masculine word. Kitabun. Or if we take a feminine word, for example, the word حديقة. Can you guys tell me what this word حديقة means? We've taken it previously. Can anyone remind me what the word حديقة means?
Bank?
No, it's not bank, but it's a garden. A garden. Okay. So if we go now back to the book, right? So we go back to the book. And let's take a look at some of the vocabulary that we've learned thus far. Look, remember the last word here? This one, we took this in the last session, brother. Colin? حديقة. Right? حديقة, a garden. And it is a feminine word. It is a feminine word. Okay. For example, we also have the word دراجة, also another feminine word. دراجة. سيارة, feminine word. Generally speaking, as you can see, as you notice here, this is not in all cases, but in most cases, the feminine words end in this تاء المربوطة, the تاء المربوطة, the closed ta, right? The closed ta. Even in the example here, حديقة, قطة, those are all feminine words. Okay, so that's very important to understand for today's lesson, the difference between masculine words and feminine words. And you guys will see why once we start taking today's lesson. So today's lesson is going to be learning about numbers, al-arqam or al-a'dad. Okay, so let's take a look here. Number, the word number is adadun or raqmun. You'll see both of these, okay? This is the mufrad. This is the singular of this. Adadun, raqmun. Now they have one here. If you notice here, they brought the word al-arqam, which is the plural. So the plural of adadun is a'dadun. And the plural of raqmun is arqam, like we have there, like this X circle there for you guys. And we'll take this in throughout the next few lessons. We're not going to take all the numbers at once, as there are a number of points pertaining to numbers. There are a number of points pertaining to numbers that we need to take a look at. Okay. So we'll start with today with this right column. Okay, with the column that's on the right. We'll start with this column that's on the right, inshallah. And there's two corrections that we need to make here, as you guys are going to see. There's two corrections that we need to make. The first correction, and they're both the same example, just in two different places. Here they have wahid, which is one, and right after they have ithnaini. But rather, there should not be ithnaini. This should be, I read it for you guys right now. It should be ithnani. And not ithnaini, but ithnani. Right? Dual. Right? It means two. And if you notice, guys, it's written without the hamzatul qata', right? It's written with hamzatul wasl, right? Without the hamza symbol, right? This will be ithnani. Okay? Ithnani. Excuse me. And the second place that is brought was right here. The second place that it was brought was right here. Ithnaini. But rather it should be ithnani. And this is also referring to dual tense. But the difference here, if you guys when you guys refer back to the lesson about al-i'rab, we said that the asl for a word is that it's going to be in the marfu case, meaning in that instance that is going to end in a excuse me, that is going to end in a dhamma or dhammatan. But when it comes to dual tense, if you guys don't know, remember, to achieve a dual tense word, all you do is you add alif and noon to the mufrad, to the singular. So this alif noon is in the place of that. This alif noon indicates this word is marfu', right? For example, kitab, said kitabani, right? We didn't say kitabaini, we said kitabani. Now this ya noon is indicative that the word is in a mansoob or a majroor case. Okay, a mansoob or a majroor case. Okay, as you mentioned from the lesson of al-i'rab. But the asl is that it should be alif noon, and that's why the correct thing here should be ithnani and not ithnaini, but rather ithnani. Okay. I know that there probably gonna be a few things that not completely clear right now, maybe a little bit over your head. But if you review back that lesson from the video lesson, inshallah, it'll make sense, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Do you guys have any questions before we jump into numbers right now? Good. So like I said, we're going to take this first column today on the right-hand side. They brought a total of 10 numbers. I know there's 11 slots there, but there are 10 numbers. The word for zero isn't considered a number, right? Zero is not considered a number because zero is nothing, right? Zero is not considered a number, but we're bringing it here, just this brought here for learning purposes. So once again, they did not put the vowels. So so if you guys can write this in, whether you printed the PDF or you purchased the book, I want you guys to fill in the vowels. So this word should be صفر. The صاد has a kasra, the fa has a sukun, and the ra has tanween. Tanween بالضم, ضمة صفر, which means zero. واحد. The wow should have a fatha and it's stretched right because it's followed by an alif. Wa. The ha has a kasra, so it's going to be e. Wahi. Wahidun, which means one. We said not ithnayni, but rather ithnani. Ithnani. It should be ithnani. Okay. Then we have thalathatun. Tha with a fatha, the lam stretch. La, the tha with a fatha again, and the closed ta is going to have the tanween. So it's going to be thalathatun, thalathatun, which means three. Then we have arba'atun, 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 which means four. The hamza has a fatha, the ra has a sukoon, the ba has a fatha, ba, the ayn has a fatha, arba'atun, the ta has tanween. Khamsatun, kha with a fatha, mim with a sukoon, sin with a fatha, ta with the tanween. Khamsatun, which means five. Sittatun, the sin has a kasra, C. The ta has two things. It has a shadda and it has a fatha. Sitta, followed by the closed ta. Sittatun, which means six. Then we have sab'atun. Sin, sa. The ba with a sukoon, sab. The ayn with a fatha, sab'a, and the ta, which is a closed ta, has the tanween, sab'atun, which means seven. Then we have thamaniyatun, which is eight. The tha has a fatha, the mim has a fatha and stretch, thamani. The noon has a kasra, the ya has a fatha, thamaniyatun. Then we have tis'atun, which is nine, ta with a kasra, sin with a sukoon, tis, ayn, fatha, a, tis'atun. The ta has tanween, tis'atun, which means nine. Then we have ashara, ayn with a fatha, a, sheen with a fatha, sha, ra with a fatha, asharatun, 10. So this is 1 through 10. The numbers 1 through 10 is what we're going to take a look at today. Now there are a number of points that are surrounding numbers. So I want you guys to pay attention. I want you guys to pay close attention. The first point is that numbers, they come with something after them that's associated with them to understand. If I just say thalathatun, 3, it just means 3, okay? 3 what? What are you referring to? 3 what? Khamsatun, 5. Okay, 5 what? 5, what are you referring to? Okay, so they have something that comes after them, known as, and the terminology is not very important right now. I'm just letting you guys know. So for future reference, if you see it, you'll have some type of previous knowledge of what it's referring to. Some type of previous knowledge of what it's referring to. The word that comes after these numbers is called, specifically 1 through 10, is called al-ma'dud. Al-ma'dud. Okay? And basically, in literal sense, in literal translation, it literally just means, remember the word for numbers is adad, which means number. If you notice, the same letters are here, but we have a few additional letters. Al-ma'dud, which means the thing that's being counted. And that's why the letters are the same. So that's all it means. So the word that comes after the numbers, it's known as al-ma'dud. Just 1 second. Brother Thierno, are you joining from 2 devices? Because I see 2 Thierno balls here.
Yeah, it's me. I'm trying to transition to my computer
Okay,
I can see better.
No
yeah,
problem,
I'm going to turn it off in a minute. Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. We have adadun, number, and we have this word al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. Okay, great. Keeping this in mind, I want to mention a few points regarding this word. Al-ma'dud, the word that comes after these numbers, specifically 3 through 10. Okay? And I'll explain to you why. Why al-ma'dud comes after 3 through 10 and not 1 and 2, and not wahid and ithnan. And the reason being is in the Arabic language, as you saw, we have 3 types of word. Either it's going to be mufrad, muthanna, or jam'. The word is either going to be singular. So if I just said kitab, kitabun, right off the bat, you guys know what is this referring to?
Single book.
A single book, one book. So there's no need to put a word after wahid. Okay. The same thing for the if I said kitabani. If I said the word kitabani, just said kitaban, what does that show you guys? Anyone? Kitaban, the muthanna, the dual tense of the word kitab. Kitabani. What does that indicate, Brother Colin? Brother Colin, what does that indicate? Kitabani.
2 books.
2 books. Okay, so that's how you're able to understand. But if I said kutubun, which means books, right, the plural, the jam', then you don't have no idea. 3 books, 4 books, 5 books, 10 books, etc. So that's why wahid and ithnan, they do not require, they do not need, they do not look for al-ma'dud. They do not look for al-ma'dud. So you could just say, for example, you can just say, I'm trying to clear this. And remember, guys, we said ma'dud comes from 3 to 10. So for 1 and 2. So for example, you can have ja'a rajulun. Ja'a rajulun. What does this mean, guys? Ja'a means to come. Ja'a means to come. And we took the word rajul as well, means a man, right? So if you put it together, ja'a rajulun,
A man came.
a man came. Very good. Ja'a rajulun, a man came. Now, if you want to emphasize this now, right? You want to just emphasize to your speakers, to those who listen to you, that only one, right? This means a man came, it's referring to one, but you want to emphasize this to them. Then it's permissible to add wahid, and this is a case where wahid can be used. You would say, you do the same exact sentence, but you just add ja'a rajulun wahidun. Ja'a rajulun wahidun. Right? This is indicative. Only one man came. Only one man came. Ja'a rajulun wahidun. Okay. The same thing could be used for ithnan. The same thing is what we said about ithnan. Like we said, the reason why wahid and ithnan, the reason why 1 and 2 do not require al-ma'dud, does not require the thing being counted, is because, or the thing being counted, is because what we have mufrad and we have muthanna. We have the singular, and we have the dual tense, which is indicative in and of itself that this is referring to 1 and that's referring to 2. Great. This al-ma'dud, the
So
number.
sorry, would you not put wahida after that sentence because it's already assumed?
Correct. The ja'a rajulun, if you, the only time you would add wahid, so for example, ja'a rajulun wahidun, is if you want to emphasize something. If you want to emphasize something, right? Same thing for 2. For example, you guys remember the word qara'a. What does the word qara'a means that we've taken previously? It means to read, right? You guys remember that word, qara'a?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yes.
Okay. So the qara'a means to read. Okay. So for example, you would say qara'tu kitabaini. Qara'tu kitabaini. What does that mean? Qara'tu kitabaini, right? Anyone, brother, Sister Bushra, brother Colin, with Irno. Qara'tu kitabaini. What does that mean?
The 2 books.
Say it again.
Or she read 2 books?
No, I read. قرأت. I read.
Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
قرأت means I read. Right? قرأت كتابين. I read 2 books. Very good. I read 2 books. Great. Now you want to emphasize to the person that's listening to you, right? Maybe they're thinking you read more than 2 books. No. قرأت كتابين قرأت كتابين اثنين. قرأت كتابين اثنين. I read only 2 books. Right? So this is showing emphasis. This is placing emphasis. There's only 2 books because it's already pre-assumed, it's already assumed, it's already understood that when you said kitabain means 2. If you said kitab means 1. Same thing with جاء رجل. A man came, it's referring to 1. And that's why for wahid and ithnan, they do not require, they do not look for al-ma'dud. As for ثلاثة, 3 through عشرة, 3 من ثلاثة إلى عشرة, from 3 to 10, they're looking for this ma'dud, the thing that's going to come after them, right? 3 what? 4 what? 5 what? Etc. The word that comes after al-ma'dud is going to be jam'un. The word that comes after is going to be jam'un. It's going to be in its plural. And in addition to that, it's also going to be majroor, right? Majroor. If you remember, Brother Collins, the Bushra, Brother Thierno, from the lesson about I'rab, majroor means that it's going to take a kasra. It means that it's going to take the kasra, or it's going to take the kasratan. It's going to take the kasra or the kasratan. So it's going to be plural, and it's going to be, in the case of majroor, it's going to have the case of majroor. So let's take some examples. Let's take some examples here. I'll give you guys about a few seconds to write this, but nonetheless, it's also going to be in the video lesson where you can refer back to it and you can pause it and take time to write your notes. And right now, the main thing I want you guys to have is comprehension, understanding. Writing anything down right now is not important, right? All the writing can be done after when you refer back to the video lesson. Right now, I want you guys to have proper focus and comprehension. From 3 through 10, they look for something called al-ma'dud. Al-ma'dud literally just means the thing that's being counted. And this word is going to be in its plural state, jam', and it's going to be majroor, meaning it's going to have a kasra, or it's going to have the tanween, right? It's going to be majroor. It's going to be majroor. Okay? So for example, we'll use the same sentence, ja'a, right? Ja'a. Ja'a. For example, say, let's go to the whiteboard. I think it's going to be a little more clear over there. We have ja'a. For example, ثلاثة. Now, like I mentioned to you guys, I want you guys to help me out with this now. We said the word that's going to come after it, the word that's known as ma'dud, al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. It comes after. We said it's going to be plural, jam', and it's going to be majroor. So let's take the same one, rajulun. Ja'a thalathatu. What's the plural of the word rajul, guys? Anyone, any one of you. What's the plural of the word rajul?
Rijal.
رجال. جاء ثلاثة رجال. Now this word is رجال. رجال, رجال, رجالا. What do you think it should be, guys? Based off what we said it's going to be majroor. It's going to be in the case ending with a kasra or the tanween. So it's going to be رجال, رجال, or رجالا, guys.
Rijalin.
Great. So it's going to be رجال. جاء ثلاثة رجال, which means
3 men came.
3 men came, right? 3 men came. Let's take a few more, and this can be applied across the board. جاء 4 رجال, جاء 5 رجال, etc. Okay. Another point regarding this, regarding numbers, and we'll try to stick to the same sentences just so it becomes clear for you guys, right? 3 through 10. Like I said, 3 through 10 will be operated in the same manner. So what you could just substitute this number ثلاثة for خمسة. You can substitute it for ستة. You can substitute it for سبعة, ثمانية, تسعة, عشرة. Across the board, it will be the same. جاء 3 رجال, جاء 4 رجال, جاء 5 رجال, etc. Okay. This word, or these numbers 3 through 10, we said, it requires a word to come after, known as al-ma'dud. We said that word is going to be plural. Jam'. And in addition to that, it's going to be majrur. Majrur. Right? It's going to be in the case of majrur. Okay.
Is it fair to say that the ma'dud, that's like the object of the sentence?
Yes, it's possible. It's associated with it. So in this end, we have the verb, right, which is ja'a, right?
Mhm.
And then thalathatu would be, I guess you'd refer to that as the subject of the sentence, right?
An adjective, maybe? I don't know.
Say it again.
Like an adjective, kind of like description of the men, or
No, so not really a description of the men, but rather, as you guys are going to learn, this entire thing, ثلاثة رجال, it's a specific type of construction in Arabic language known as al-idafa, where it means that these two things are connected to each other. You cannot have one without the, without the other. But you can look at it, like you said, you can look at it as an object. Yes, جاء 3 رجال, right? So that's the thing that you were referring to. So it basically means 3 men came. 3 men came. And this is from 3 through 10. This can be applied across the board. You just change the ثلاثة to one of those numbers. أربعة, خمسة, ستة, سبعة, etc. We said that the word al-ma'dud is going to be jam', plural, and majrur. Okay? And I'm keep repeating the things, guys, so this way it sticks in our head, inshallah. Okay? Now there's another point that we want to take a look at. Another point regarding numbers. Okay? This I don't expect you guys to grasp the numbers lesson at one go, and that's why we're not taking all the numbers at once. We're going to slowly build upon this lesson. We're going to slowly build upon this lesson. Okay, very good. Now, the next point regarding numbers is numbers themselves have masculine numbers and feminine numbers. So we have واحد, and we just add واحدة, which turns it into a feminine واحدة. We have اثنان. We have اثنتان. اثنتان. We have ثلاث. We have ثلاثة. And this will be applied across the board. Same thing. أربع. أربعة. خمس. خمسة. So numbers also have مذكر and مؤنث. And مؤنث. مذكر المؤنث. Okay? Excuse me. And that's why if you take a look at the sentence that we wrote, we said جاء ثلاثة رجال. This is something I want you guys to pay attention to now. When it comes to 1 and 2, where there's واحد واحدة اثنان or اثنتان, then they agree with the number. They agree with the number. Just we said جاء رجل واحد in the sentence. Okay, جاء رجل واحد. Okay, جاء رجل واحد. Let's show you guys right now. جاء رجل واحد. Okay, and very common for us English speakers, we say جاء واحد رجل. Right? جاء واحد رجل. But this is a mistake in Arabic language. It's not correct. You're trying to say one man came, right? But the correct way to say it in Arabic is either just to say جاء رجل, a man came, or جاء رجل واحد. Okay? Now, if we want to take this same sentence, same exact sentence, we want to make it for feminine. جاءت. جاءت. Right? امرأة. تن واحدة. This word is in agreement with this. رجل is مذكر, masculine. So واحد is also مذكر, masculine. امرأة is feminine. So واحدة is also feminine. واحدة is also feminine. So for 1 and 2, for the numbers 1 and 2, it agrees. Excuse me. For 1 and 2, it agrees with the number. For 1 and 2, it agrees with the number. Great. Now, when it comes to from 3 to 10, okay, that's where I want you guys to pay attention. From 3 to 10, it goes against. It's the opposite. If the ma'dud is masculine, then the number should be feminine. If the ma'dud is feminine, then the number should be masculine. And the number should be masculine. Let's show you this now, what we mean by that. And what do you refer to find out if a word is masculine or feminine? You refer to the singular. You refer to the singular of the word. So kitab is a masculine word. Rajul is a masculine word in its singular sense. And I'll show you why I'm saying this. If you take a look at this word, talibun. Do you guys know what the word talibun means? Anyone? Student. The plural of talibun is talaba. Talabatun is the plural of it. So someone might see this and think that, oh, ta. Okay, so this is a feminine word, but no, rather this is a masculine word. Talaba is referring to students, male students. So you look back to the singular to understand whether a word is masculine or feminine. You do not pay attention to the dual. You do not pay attention to the plural, the jam', to realize if a word is masculine or feminine. You refer back to the mufrad, the singulars. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear, everyone?
Yep.
Okay, very good. So that being said, we said that from for the numbers 1 and 2, they coincide with the number. They agree with the number. From 3 through 10, they differ and they go against. So if the thing being counted, the ma'adud is masculine, the number is going to be feminine. Number used is going to be feminine. If the ma'adud, the thing being counted, is feminine, the number is going to be masculine. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. And this is from 3 through 10. 3 through 10. جاء ثلاثة رجال. If you noticed, the number is feminine, right? مؤنث. And this word, the rijal, is masculine. We said that from 3 through 10, they're the opposite. They go against each other. If the ma'adud is masculine, which it is rajul, then the number is going to be feminine. Then the number is going to be feminine. Good. Keeping that in mind now, if I want to say جاءت I'll have you guys fill in the blank. I'll have you guys fill in the blank on this one. I'll tell you the meaning. جاءت, I want you guys to tell me جاءت, 3 women. 3 women. And keep in mind that this imra'a is a feminine word. Is a feminine word. So what should this number be? Keep in mind you said it's going to go against. It's going to go against. So the number, this woman is a feminine word. That means that the number should be, when we say go ahead, what should the number be, guys? Masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine, very good. So we will say جاءت ثلاث okay, ثلاث نسوة. Let's take a few more examples for clarity. Okay, let's take a look at some of the vocabulary words. Let's go back to the book. I want to just grab a vocabulary word from the book, so something that we've learned already. Okay, great. This word, kelbun, which means, what does that mean, guys?
Dog.
Dog. Very good. So we'll use this word kelbun. Kelbun, which means dog. And we agree that what type of word is this? Is this a masculine or feminine word, guys?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine, great. Okay. The plural of this word is kilab. Kilab. The plural of this word is kilab, which means dogs. Dogs. Okay. Kelbun, kilabun. Kelbun is masculine. Great. So if I tell you guys, رأيت, رأيت, which means I saw. رأيت, I saw. كلاب, right? Because it's going to be majroor. I want you guys to fill in the blank. رأيت, with whatever number from 3 through 10. Keeping in mind those rules that we mentioned. So I want all of you guys to take a chance at this. Brother Colin, any number from 3 through 10, place it in here, inshallah. What should it be?
Thalatha in there.
I
don't know the feminine form for 3. Like, it doesn't say in the book.
Oh, ثلاثة. Without the ta, without the closed ta, right? Without the closed ta. So if you notice, with the closed ta, it's the number is feminine, and without the closed ta, it's going to be masculine. So ثلاث is masculine, and ثلاثة. So let's put 3 here for you. رأيت ثلاثة كلاب. رأيت ثلاثة كلاب. I saw 3 dogs. Okay, I saw 3 dogs. So this number, kilab, it's a masculine word. So we said that the number has to go against it, right? So it's going to be a feminine word. Okay, very good. Sister Bushra, can you fill in this blank here, please, with a number from 4 through 10, please?
رأيت أربعة كلاب.
كلاب, very good. رأيت كلاب. رأيت 4 كلاب. What does that mean? What does that mean, sister?
I saw 4 dogs.
I saw 4 dogs. Very good. Brother Thierno, can you please fill in that blank with a number from 5 through 10, please?
أربعة.
Say it again.
So رأيت
Mm-hmm.
um سبعة.
Very good. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Are you guys still seeing the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. It froze on my end. Okay. رأيت 7 كلاب. رأيت 7 كلاب. Which means, brother? Brother Theono, what does this sentence mean? Can you guys hear me?
I saw 7 dogs.
I saw 7 dogs. Very good. أحسنتم جميعا. Before we end today's session, let's take a review. Okay? Let's take a quick review of everything that we've learned thus far regarding numbers. Of everything that we've learned regarding numbers. Okay. We said that this is a mistake in the book, not إثنين, but إثنان. We took the numbers from 0 to 10. And we said that 0 is not a number. It's not really a number, but it's brought here just for learning purposes. 0. 0, right? It means 0. 1 through 10 are considered numbers. Okay. We said that numbers, they look for something called al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. Number itself is called adad. Adad means number. A'dad means numbers. Or we brought another word for you guys. We said raqmun arqam, number, numbers. Okay. Al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. These numbers require that, except for 1 and 2. From 3 through 10, they look for this thing. They require a al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. As for 1 and 2, واحد and اثنان, we said they did not need this, not required, nor is it, and it's actually wrong to say جاء واحد رجل, right? But rather, the reason why is we said because we in Arabic language we have mufrad and we have muthanna, we have a singular and dual, and it's assumed and it's understood clearly. If I said rajul, it means a man, one man. If I said kitab, it means a man, one. A book, one book. If I said kitaban, rajulan, it means 2 books or 2 men. Great. Now 3, the numbers 3 through 10. Now they're what looks for, these numbers are what look for al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. The thing that's being counted. Al-ma'dud, the thing that's being counted. And the thing that's being counted, we said 2 things that's going to has to be. What are the 2 things that it has to be, guys? Let's see who remembers. And I'm referring to whether it's going to be singular, dual, plural. Is it going to be marfu', mansoob, majroor? What should this word be? The al-ma'dud, what should it be? From 3 through 10. Anyone? Brother Colin, Brother Thayerno, Sister Bushra. Any one of you guys, please.
It should be masculine. Oh, sorry, feminine.
Okay, great. So from 3 through 10, the word that comes after, known as al-ma'dud, should be jam'un, should be plural. Jam' should be plural. and it should be majroor, meaning in the case ending with a kasra or the kasratan. Jam'un majroorun. It's going to be plural and ending in the case ending with the e. So say ثلاثة رجال. That's regarding that aspect, al-ma'dud. Now, when it comes to masculinity and femininity, if the ma'dud is masculine, the number is going to be feminine. And if the ma'dud is feminine, the number is going to be masculine. They're going to go against each other. That's from 3 through 10. 3 through 10. They go against each other as the opposite. And the way to know if a word is masculine or feminine, we look at the plural, right, guys? What do we look at? We look at the plural?
The singular.
We look at the singular. Very good, Brother Colin. We look at the singular, guys. To know if a word is masculine or feminine, we look at the singular. I know we covered a lot today, but we have more time, inshallah. Next week, we'll cover the same exact concepts again, but we'll take it in more depth, inshallah, with more practice, okay? Any questions, guys, that you can think of that stands out? And guys, the group is open. Anytime you have any questions after reviewing, after watching the video lesson, after looking back at the book, whatever the case is, you watch the video on YouTube, whatever the case may be, anything regarding the numbers, anything regarding what we've learned thus far, and you have any questions, put it in the group. Do not hesitate. We'll try our best to answer and help you guys. That's what we're here for, bismillah ta'ala. Any questions, guys, before we end today?
Maybe after our review, we definitely picked it up today.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Very good. That's good. That's good. All of you guys. Very good. Yeah. And numbers is actually one of the hardest lessons because it has so many different variables around it. But if, like I said, any questions after reviewing, guys, please don't hesitate to put it in the group, inshallah. We'll end here today, inshallah. And I'll see you guys next week. Bismillah ta'ala. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.